Everything's running smoothly. Awesome. Hey, traders. What's up? Welcome back to TA with Rec. I'm your host. So, yeah, yesterday you didn't get a stream. Kind of went out and got home late and didn't wake up, but you're going to get 2 streams today. I woke up early, started messing with the OBS software, added another little box up here for you guys so you can see what kind of the price is when I'm looking at it. Yeah, I was trying to make it for the 6 a.m. stream, but I wasn't up at that time, so kind of sucks. But what did BTC do in the last couple of, day? Let's take a look. Look, guys, I told you guys yesterday, I didn't like that it crossed over here. We had broken down from our upwards trajectory. We broke down when we came back down to our RSI levels where, we're kind of neutral. We're back at neutral right now. 50 can go either way. We're slightly above at 52, but I mean, we broke down all the way. Mentioned to you guys yesterday, it's not weird if you go back to test 40,800. Like, come on, guys. Like, you're in a downtrend that lasted 2 months with no real dead cat bounce. So dead cat bounce is usually when we have a real great attempting rally and then it just fails. Something like that would be here, where we were on May 18th. We were breaking down bearishly, yeah. We were trying to hold 40,800. You see kind of why it's really important to see these lines, because then you go back in time and it's kind of like, oh, wait. And you look back and look at that. So, we're trying to sustain it. That didn't happen. We broke down. And in the matter of... what is this? We're going to start there. In a matter of 8 hours, we went down a total price of $11,000 down 28% for the day. So dead cat bounce means that, we reached our lowest point, we rallied because we actually closed that 4-hour candle at, what is that, 37,000. So from this low, we went up in price $8,000. So again, it's not weird if this pulls back after being down for $74 days and a total price of $35,000. Like, it's not weird at all. The other thing that's not weird is, after rallying up, you see here, you rallied up and then came back down, kind of testing your breakout. You just want to confirm. You just really want to confirm that you're on your way up. So is that really what's happening here? Let's take a look. We went up in price, reached a high of 25%. And obviously that's not the same one. This one I think is a little bit on the 40 side. Yeah, 40% to the upside. So we're about like 15% away. But either way, I still think you come back, you test 40,000, you test the top of this channel, this little breakout. We broke out back here, broke down, yeah, but we still made a higher low than our previous low. So in other words, we're still in an uptrend. Yeah, this was our most recent one, but still came above. A 4-hour time frame, that's pretty important. So all right. Now that being said, we're back in the bullish control, or back in the neutral zone. Who's to say we can't just rally up here and attempt another rally to shoot to our next level at 45,000, 47,000, 48,000. I would love to see that. Remember our imaginary line? Here, let's actually just draw that. And this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to set alerts to this. And next time, we're going to check the stream. Or we're going to check our alerts. And we are going to see what happens. So remember, guys, this breaks down below this. I'm going to be bearish. This breaks down out of here. And the short time frame, I think if you reach here, I think you're definitely testing 40,000. If you break this, I definitely think we're going back down to 36,000 just to go and retest. Just to go and retest. Let's say now if we break 36,000, yeah, we're definitely going back down to our next level at 32, 33, and then we break that. Guess what? We're going all the way down to 30. All right, let's move on. Another thing on BTC. It looks on the 1 hour. Man, I don't know how he drew this, but it's kind of like this. Here, let's see. Let's delete this. Actually, let's just hide them, because remember, we're going to come back and check on this stuff. He drew the broadening wedge. Okay, yeah, I mean, I see it. So usually, guys, when I do wedges, I like to do from the actual open, because obviously, you know, we opened at that price, we opened at that level, and then you're gonna look for something that looks like this, where you had a really dramatic drop down, and right after you see it went back up, you know, you closed above you know, your previous one, but right here when it comes down to our next one, and then your open is right at the bottom of your previous low, so that's where I'm going to do it from. Just kind of shows that there's really support there. You know, the wicks, remember, can wick down, but what really matters where it closes. That, and also it doesn't always matter where it closes, it matters what happens after, because yeah, it can close at that level. But remember, these are just levels where it can definitely just, you know, and that's what it is. So, we're trying to, so, let's leave this like this. This is going to be our new broadening wedge. I think that if this is the bottom on BTC, that yesterday, the 42K bottom, because remember, guys, we were at 45K, like, man, that was yesterday. So let's say something like this happens. That would be cool. I'm not saying above 45, but I definitely think that you're getting closer. So I definitely can see this happening, especially if we can just pivot a little bit, because as you see on the 1 hour, we're below our imaginary line. So that's not good, but it does look like we did curve up already. So who's to say that in the next, you know, that's why it's good to look at all the time frames. You know, here, all right, watch this. This was our bearish cross on the 4 hour, and look where it is on our 3 hour. It was already at our second wave up, so it kind of told us like, hey, you know, this is kind of a little bit toppy-ish. We're gonna start coming back down. We did. We rallied one more time on a downward trend, and we never broke our previous one. So guess what? Now we're dumping. And as you see here, we're curving up. It looks like it's wanting to curve at least. But that's what I mean. So, all right, it looks like it's wanting to curve, right? This is on the 3-hour time frame. So when you look at this, it already curved, or it is already moving to the upside. And then when you look at your 1 hour, hey, look at that bottom, where it lead up, second bottom, and now it's continuing its way up. The only thing is that down here it can get very, very tricky because at the smaller time frames, because this is ideally what can happen. And when you go to a 4-hour time frame, that's how that looks. And that would mean that we're bearish. We broke out, but we're still bearish, bearish. And that's kind of why you just got to take all of the factors in, put them in a little cooking bowl, mix it up, prep it, let it marinate, observe it, watch it, and then rally. You know, it's your perfect little cake mix, and you're just trying to take all the information in and see what you can do with it. So let's leave this like this. We've done enough on BTC, but that's honestly just because it's very, very volatile. Another thing that as to why that happened, apparently, let me check this out. Something about the inflation rates. Something along those lines yesterday. Oh, okay. So this was yesterday. A couple articles here, you know, just reading from the top. And the analyst, economist, government officials react to 7.5 inflation print. Asia Pacific stocks mixed as investors react to hot U.S. inflation report. Don't count. So this one's from Yahoo. Man, like the Yahoo ones are hilarious sometimes. Don't count on rate hikes as fast as market implies. I mean, look, guys, I'm in real estate. You talk to loan officers. Interest rates are going up like every 2-3 weeks for buying houses. Yeah, it's you're losing purchasing power, and you know you're losing better opportunities with your money. You know. And licensed real estate, by the way. Licensed real estate agent in Illinois. Look me up. Ponce Realtor Ponce. Hit me up if you're looking to buy a house. But you know, I've been expecting this. You know, we're just we printed so much money in the past couple years, and it's not okay. You know, you go to the grocery store, you can't get the same amount of groceries you had back 5 years ago. Even 3 years ago, like it's not the same. It's and you know we continue to print money because of whatever. Every state has kind of been on their own thing, and that's kind of where it's messed up. Because if not the right people are in place, it just sucks. It sucks. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get into that because this is not about that. So let's move on to ETH. But yeah, so just be on the lookout, guys. All right, ETH. What do you guys expect? Same thing that was going to happen to... Oh, what is that? I did not see that, but what is that? Could that be? Could that be? I think that is. Look at how beautiful that is. I talked to you guys about this yesterday. I said, look, guys, it's not crazy if this dumps. What we really need to hold psychologically is $3,000. Talk about coming down here trying to test it, never getting there because you're so bullish on ETH. 4 hour, you're already losing negative momentum. And it doesn't look that good yet. It looks like you're already on your way up. So, alright. That broke. I still think we're moving to the upside when you look at another RSI. And you got to remember, these are the same thing. So you go to a bigger time frame, do the same thing, it's going to show up. So, like here, let's see. This is on the daily. I wouldn't be worried as long as we didn't break this right here, our previous little divot. It looks like we're bouncing off of that. And then look at that on the daily. We are at 55, kind of moving towards bullish control. Oh, I should change that. I don't know why that's at 65. It should be at 60. Yeah. Oh, no. 65. This is on the daily. Oh, wait. This is on the daily. Okay. We'll leave it. We'll leave it like that. Okay. So, yeah. So, I know I drew this, yeah. But this kind of shift this, trim this, shift this over. It's the same thing. But we held. We held. We're currently above 3,100. I like that. I like that a lot. Ooh, on the 3-day. That looks good. That looks good. Looks like you're barely getting your first green positive momentum on your 3-day time frame since November 18. It's a long time. That's really, really good. As you can see, what happens after we see some type of green momentum. Last wave, or these are just the last 4 waves. First wave, we were at 380 bucks. Topped out at 1,900. Ran again a couple months later. 2,000 to 4,400, and then one more time from 2,000 to 3,500. Meh. You know, but who's to say that we can't have another run like this? That would be awesome. That would be great. All right. So guys, again, look to hold 3,000. Look to break 3,200, 3,180. Well, technically it's 3,185, but look to break 3,200. That's what I want to see. I want to see 3,200 broken, and I want to see staying above it. That's what I want to see. I'm not trying to see anything else. ADA. We're not too off. I think we still got a little bit of time as long as we hold. I think you know, you definitely closed above your previous low, so that's good. I mean, by a couple bucks, but still same thing. You're still closing. Here, obviously, we're kind of just consolidating. I really hope we just break out of this. See, I would honestly, you know, we have the plan in place, obviously. We're not risking anything more than this, but if it does break here, it kind of is concerning as a whole, because I really don't want to go back to retest this level, man, because who's to say that all of this happened and that's it, like we can't hold this, we're gonna dump to the downside. Let's check our little cheat sheet. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like we broke above it. We're trying to hold it, but we didn't. But we're still close. So I like that. Let's look for some more price action tomorrow. Let's see how the markets react. So I did one. I had one. I forgot. Remember Bobby? Bobby, where you at, Bobby? Asked about Doge a couple days ago, except I don't remember what chart I drew it on. So let's check these out. Maybe it's one of these. Yeah, I think this was it. But hey, man, Doge is holding on there. You're trying to reclaim this level right now, looks like, which is great because, you know, as you see here, this day it just rocketed, like literally just rocketed. As you can see, so this little slight green line is kind of where the price action is right now. You see 15 cents with 2 cents or 27 tenths or whatever. So yeah, so it looks like we're trying to reclaim it. Looks like we're gonna 1787 as our first breakout point that we need to break. But as you can see, hey, you go here, you're moving to the upside a little bit. So hopefully BTC's wave is strong enough, pushes us up, and it kind of breaks this 19-cent barrier and then just moons to 23 cents. 20% there, 55% there. Yeah. So let's take a look at total market cap. So this is the total market cap of the whole crypto space. I don't know how I really feel about this. Oh, what's happening here? No idea what just happened. Hold on, guys. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Whoa. That's not what I want to do. Alright, there we go. Oof. Yeah, see? I don't like that. I don't like that. Bearish engulfing candle. Yeah, I also saw this bearish engulfing candle. That's also what I wanted on ETH. Look at that. That doesn't look good. Oh no, that was earlier. Yeah, it's because, sorry guys, like I look through the chart sometimes during the day, but now I'm looking at it right now. Let's go back to total. Total. Oh, look at that. That's kind of good. Perfect-ish. It's right there. That's kind of crazy. So I guess that would be new support. Hopefully we stay above. It looks like we are on the 4 hour. It doesn't look too bad. losing negative momentum, looks like, but you know, I just don't like when we're below in a bearish control zone, because usually all of these will dump to the downside. So if we do dump to the downside, I'm just gonna say we're gonna go back to like 1.86, and hopefully, you know, we build up enough support there that we can just bounce off there and move on up. But if not, look for our next level after that. We're definitely going to try to stay above 1.822 as it's been a major, you know, support here. It was resistance here and broke out. Resistance broke down. So up, pretty much down, up, and then we're just trying to stay above it. All right. I think that's it. Let's just do I don't know if you guys are into gold, but I know a couple people are, so let's just do the gold chart real quick. And this one is I think this chart is futures on gold by the ounce. So futures means that it's just a market that trader participants are predicting the price in the sense of where the asset can go in the next month, in the next month after, which is one of the things I did, but I think we're back above it. The short on the, like, there's a gap. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you see this little gap? So that is usually an indicator that at some point it has to go back and retest it to fill the gap. You don't want to have a chart where you have no knowledge of where the price is going. Yeah, I guess you can say here, you know, you had to fill this gap, right, on your way up. No one really thought about it. So when you did, the top of the gap is, if you look closely, you know, we're just going to draw this. That's where it would start, because that was the highest price in most recent time frame. And if you look there, it's kind of TA Tetris. Came back, touched it, rallied up, and then rallied with support. This is where we turned. So as far as BTC goes, we have another little gap right here, you know, and it would not be crazy if this happens and we get a little bearish for the next day or so, a day at most, 2 days, you know, the weekend. Let's check out our weekly. We close the weekly in a couple days. Weekly, same thing, you got a gap. So let's come back, test this level real quick, and then bounce. And that way you won't have the gap, because the wick is already taking care of the gap. This is another one that's scary. That's kind of where I thought that this was going to go. I don't like this gap right here. 32,000 to 26,000. Because if that happens, you know, if we break 28, we're going to 26, 24. So we'll stay above that. No other noticeable gaps. Yeah, no, because we went up here. So yeah, so that's the only gap I see currently. So all right, we'll chat. I'll probably see you guys later on today. Other than that, take it easy. Happy Friday. Take your eyes off the chart for a second. You're still doing great things. You're still in, it's just a small little pullback and things will happen. All right, guys. See y'all later. Peace.